It's just that cheap, nasty mic that Steve's bought. That's what it is.
No, we
Right.
sorted that.
So this morning's webinar is very echoey because we put a new microphone on and we're just learning how to get it, trying to fix it. So I'm just plugging the new mic back in. There you go. Hang on, that's the sound.
Just connect it to your connect it to the Zoom, Nita.
Yeah. Hang on. Yeah, it's on the Zoom. Right, Des, let's share screen.
Hopefully this is helping other people as well.
This might help others.
I'm not recording it yet, though.
I am.
Yeah, we are recording.
Right, now what, Des?
Right, go down to the bottom right. You've got a speaker icon.
This little thing.
I can't see your screen.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll be it, won't it? That'll do, yeah.
Can't you see the screen?
I can see the screen now.
Oh, okay. So down here. Oh, no.
No, you're on Meet.
Speaker.
We can't see anything other than your schedule.
I can't see it.
Right, click the up arrow as well then. Try that.
Oh dear. What up arrow? This one?
Right next to it, there's a little inverted arrow.
Of all the bloody days.
Speaker. Oh, it says Zoom meeting is using your microphone.
Yep, that's fine. If you go on the main menu, not on your computer menu, not the Zoom menu.
Let me go over here. Let me just type in.
Is it on the control panel, Des? Through the control panel?
Yeah, you can go that way. It's a long way round.
Yeah, I'll do it that way, Des.
In that case, hit the button.
It's on a go slow.
I can see that.
No.
That's it. Settings.
Settings.
Timo work and gold trout for Chelsea.
Wait about 20 minutes. Cool, crikey, it is slow, isn't it?
Very slow. Good job I'm not sharing slides on this call, isn't it, at 11?
We won't be on ourselves at this rate.
Right.
Right,
Come on, down.
system.
I know.
Up to system.
Trying to get the mouse. Oh, Des.
Not working.
Come back, mouse.
That's it, system.
System. Are you following, Terry?
Yeah, I may have been down this path before, but I didn't. I saw that thing Des was talking about yesterday, but I'm not sure whether we had it ticked or unticked. But I found a thing in there yesterday. Maybe Des knows. Howard found a thing, and it said disable the internal microphone. So we disabled my internal mic, thinking that was causing the feedback. So as far as I'm concerned, I don't have an internal mic now. I'm just on my external. So I may be digging a hole deeper.
Right, if you're listening on your PC speakers,
Yeah.
any mic will give you feedback if it's too close.
Yeah.
I mean, this Yeti I got spoiled. It's a birthday present.
Which one is it, Des? Because I've been researching one. Is it the
Blue.
yeah, about 120 quid though. That's the one I was after. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't tell me it's a present.
Oh right. They're only about 60 quid. Yeah.
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 Right. On your left-hand side, you've got sound.
Yeah.
Down to your microphone.
Yeah.
Device properties, just above it.
Device properties just above it.
Written in blue, just above test your microphone. Then down to additional device properties. You should get a little box up. And then onto listen. On the top. Listen. The next tab along.
Listen.
Across the top.
Oh, see, it's not.
Yeah. This is. I tell you.
Right.
This is a bag of worms.
I'll tell you what. Click it or tick it.
This one.
Yeah.
We didn't do this the other day, though.
Press
No,
apply.
no, this is new stuff, Steve. I did it all the other day.
Press apply. Now uncheck it and press apply again.
It hasn't took the apply yet, has it?
Well,
Yeah.
let it. Yeah, now apply again. Apply.
Oh, sorry.
It grays out, doesn't it? Yeah.
What a sack of shite this
Oh,
is.
it is, mate. It's you know, they say these little videos on the YouTube that show you how to connect an external mic, and it's click, 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 and it's done. It isn't.
Up to listen.
Okay. So, the tick's gone.
Yeah, you got to go to
Oh,
listen.
hang on, listen, Woodell.
Yeah.
Listen to this device.
Apply. Okay. Now untick it.
Is it took?
Yeah, because it's not lit. If you go untick, it should light up again. And apply. Not okay.
Go.
Apply.
Apply.
Okay.
No, it's not. It's not taking it.
Oh, for God's sake.
Other than that, I can't really help.
Of all the bloody days.
See, Windows has a lag. On the old Windows XP, you never got this lag. But Vista onwards, you've got this lag where the microphone is prior to what you hear, which is why you get an echo.
But we've never had echo in years.
If you plugged your earphones in, it would only be you that could hear the echo.
Okay.
But
Well, we can't sit with headphones on.
No.
It's focus call at 11, so.
well.
So, I'm just trying to think what we can do now.
just a daft question. That new mic of yours hasn't got a built-in echo chamber, has it?
Couldn't tell you. Not heard that.
I think I'm going to go back to how it was. Just forget these courses.
Yeah, you sound fine, Terry.
Well, this has not been the problem for me, Des. This is just my problem is I'm trying to do a backing music to go over a course, the breathing course I want to do for you guys, and I'm trying to get through the techie thing so I can have a practice, but it won't play the music. And the voice, I can't get the levels, and it's a nightmare. And
Again, that's Windows 10. They've cut out the stereo mix option on the sound system.
right,
Sure, it
You
does a lot
can-
of videos.
If you find who makes your audio card, you should. But hang on, I just thought someone on loudspeaker here. Because when Terry speaks, there's no echo.
I'm on loudspeaker.
Who's on loudspeaker?
Me, I'm on loudspeaker.
I did. We had this problem before you came on, though, Dave.
Yeah. But when Terry talks, there's no echo.
Yeah, Terry.
Maybe Terry should just talk the whole time.
there you go. What a horrible thought that would be.
I'm wondering, Terry, if it's yours.
It may be.
Do you want to mute yours for a second?
I'll just disconnect it.
No, just mute it.
Hang on.
Mute you.
Oh yeah, mute the thing. Hang on. Where do I mute it? I can't remember where I bloody well
Bottom
mute it.
left of Zoom.
Hmm?
Bottom left of your Zoom. There.
Oh yeah.
Right.
That's it. It's Terry.
It's all Terry's fault.
Yeah.
Sorry, Terry. It's your speaker system.
Thank God for that. It's Terry.
I just had an inkling that he was the only one that wasn't echoing.
Yeah, nice one.
So I think I think I'm going to I borrowed this off a mate before I went and spent money on the Blue Yeti thing, and I'm going to take it back, and I'm going to go back to normal, and I don't know what to do. I've 4 days I've put into this now, and can't figure it.
Terry, it's just picking up your speakers.
Hang on, you're echoing now.
Yeah, because
Yeah, because he's unmuted.
as soon as Terry unmutes, we all echo.
So this go on the call then on the
No,
intro?
because when Terry mutes, we're all back to normal.
I think I've disabled my.
It's something to do with Terry's speakers, and we're getting feedback.
Yeah.
Wow, Terry, you've got so much control.
Terry, you need to go into your Zoom settings now and pick a different mic, your internal mic probably.
So anyway, welcome to Employees.
We can't hear you. Next to the mute sign, there's an arrow which will bring up a menu.
What a load of bollocks.
We're recording this, Steve.
I'm gonna
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
gonna
I
go off and
forgot
I'm
about
gonna disengage with you guys. Let you get on, and I'm gonna reinstate my internal microphone. I disabled it yesterday. We thought that might be the problem for Howard. So I'll say bye-bye for a minute and see if I can get back to my old system.
Well, just
All right, Terry, just check your listen box as well.
Oh,
The what, Des?
The listen box, what I just went through with Steve.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Just check that on yours.
All right, mate. I'll see you in a minute.
All right, cheers, Tal.
well.
See, that's a lot better.
Welcome, everybody.
Good morning.
You know, when you've got your first big calls like into the tribe in like an hour's time, and you suddenly think your
Yeah,
whole
panic.
audio has gone to cock. That was a bit of a panic moment.
That was stress. That was stress level. That.
That's how entrepreneurs roll.
So we've got a few new ones here. We're going to have to speed this up now because we have to finish in about 10 minutes.
We've got till 9:30. We're fine.
So we've got Stuart on, Stuart Watson. We've got Norbert. Welcome,
Morning, guys.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, if you two want to introduce yourselves, because we haven't heard from you in Live Your Life to the Full.
So who should we pick on? We'll pick on Stuart first. Come on, Stuart. Come and say hello.
Hello, everybody. I'm Stuart. I'm 46. No, yeah, 46 years old. I live in Spain, but I'm originally from Leeds in Yorkshire. I've been living in Spain for the past 18 years. Joined SFM in June. Did the modules, set up a YouTube channel and website, which launched at the beginning of December. Haven't done any paid advertising yet. I'm about to start writing my first ad this morning, and currently at 0 sales and $0 online made. So in need of doing that, getting that going, because I've taken a year off work to do this, a year's sabbatical, and hopefully to never go back to teaching because I was fed up with that. And yeah, loving the journey so far, but yeah, now feeling the need to get some dollars in. So I think I'm going to start advertising on YouTube in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah,
Brilliant,
Stuart. Your videos are absolutely spot on. What you're doing at the moment, though, Stuart. You know, all your health ones and that.
Thanks very much. Yeah, I feel comfortable in front of the camera, and I love writing, and yeah, I'd love to do that as my other business, the health and wellness side of it, and exercise. I haven't really done any exercise videos yet, but that'll be the next step. So yeah, big plans, but I'd like to get know a bit more about how to advertise properly with SFM, affiliating SFM, and yeah, try and get a few bucks in that way, and sort of cut my teeth that way before I start trying to launch my own products and sell those as well.
Brilliant.
Sticking on that theme of YouTube, I think Dan Holloway yesterday put a post in the Scrap the 9 to 5 Facebook group. I've posted it into ours, saying that he's looking at doing a webinar if anyone's interested all around getting going on YouTube.
Yeah.
So I've put it into our group and said, if you're interested, make sure you go and comment on his, because then he'll do that webinar for you. I'm sure everyone is going to jump on it and say, yes, let's go for it, because he will give you so much value and knowledge, share everything he knows around YouTube. So if you want that and you're at the stages of going through towards advertising on YouTube, get on that call and make sure you watch it.
Yeah, I sent to join his Facebook group, so hopefully I'll be able to do that.
Yeah. And there's also a fantastic one. A few of the members, our members, have gone into it as well. Caroline Grubb is also an excellent lady with sharing her knowledge around tracking with anything to do with YouTube.
She's on today, by the way.
I'm going to say she's on today at 3 o'clock UK time. And I watched her webinar from last week yesterday. And I tell you what, I wished I'd had that training when I started, because she makes it so easy to understand what you're doing. I even had a question for her. I hit her with a question late last night, and she replied back and said, this is a great question. Pop it in my group for others to see, because it'll be something others will ask along the line as well. So I've got to do that later for her. But if you are a person who's not done any of your tracking yet and you're getting ready to advertise, get your tracking done early, because honestly, if you wait for a long time and you've already set all your emails up and all your campaigns and everything, it's a nightmare, because we've got, I think in total, we've probably got about 200 different emails that we send out to various people with different videos in and linking through to workshops, and every one of those links has to be tracked. And if we want to go back and check it, it's going to take a long time. So doing it from the start and knowing what you're doing rather than just winging it one, which is what I was doing. I heard snippets because there was never any training on it. I just got snippets as we were starting out and picked bits and did what I thought was hopefully working. But she's just, that first webinar, I was like, gosh, I just wished I'd had that when I started. So get on her call as well. Anyone who wants to know about tracking, she makes it super simple. So that's 3 o'clock today.
And then you've got Dan Holloway at 6 o'clock if you need to.
And Dan tonight at 6 with a little bit more advanced training for your campaign stuff as well.
Could be a full day today.
Sorry, Chris.
Sorry, is Caroline on the Facebook or is she on the SFM calendar? Or
She's in Facebook, Chris, and she has called her group YouTube Junkie.
Yeah.
right.
Take the tears out of tracking.
And she is very good. I saw her months and months ago, and she was doing, it's like a regain GCLID type tracking, which stops your potential customers joining with somebody else.
Yeah.
Up to 30 days.
Yeah. Because if you don't do it, we didn't see, I didn't know the importance of GCLID when I started, and I didn't do it for months and months on end. And it was only when we were losing people to other SFMers or to house, we realized we should have been doing this, because you get your stamp on them, like it's your cookie stamp, isn't it? Almost like
it's a pixel.
They get stamped, which means for 30 days they're yours. So if they go off anywhere else, they've come through you, and they don't then go and re-sign to somebody else, because it's usually last touch code. So whoever they go to last. So if somebody came to us and then they went and watched something of Dan Holloway's and signed up, Dan would get the sale, although we might have done all the work. Terry's trying to get back in. Let's see if this works now.
There's trouble.
And another important fact with the tracking is your Google account will not collect the right amount of data.
No. Yeah.
So get it done as soon as possible. I went for about 4 months without any tracking, thinking, oh, I'll do it when I need it, But you do need it. You need it for that data.
You do.
Because your Google account just doesn't work properly otherwise.
Yeah.
And I never realised the importance of it. No one ever drilled it into me, how important it was to have it set up. I just did it. God, we must have been 18 months, maybe even 2 years in before I started doing proper tracking. And it was only when I was going on all these calls with Dan and I was like, oh, none of this is showing up in my dashboard. And he's like, have you set this up? And I'm like, what is it? What were you talking about? And he's like, well, how do you expect it to show in your Google dashboard if you haven't set it up? And I was like, I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's me blaming all the tools, and it was like, no, it was me. I hadn't done the homework.
Yeah, I mean, it's better to get it all right before you get going.
Yeah.
I mean, Stuart, you started in June. You know, you've taken your time. You've got everything ready from what I can see. So if you've got your tracking in place, go for it.
Yeah, nice one. Right, we've got Norbert now. Deej has asked us a question, so we'll get to Deej after Norbert's done his introduction. Nice to see you, Norbert, matey.
Hi guys, my name is Norbert. And,
Morning.
Hi Steve.
Hi there.
Nice to be here. Basically, how I came to this group is we had a call, I think 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, and then I messaged Steve and Nita that I would need some advice how to reach my first 100K this year. So we started to chat, and they said they have a group, so that's how I joined. I've been here for nearly 3 years. Still working on my craft, so still working, and just happy to be here and to just hear what you are sharing and hopefully add some value which I can. Yeah, if you have any questions, if I can help you, I help you. If not, I just point you to somewhere which you can get some help.
We're very good at that, Norbert.
Yeah.
Yeah, we noticed you on Stuart's call last night, and that was a great call, that, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was awesome. Was really cool.
Yeah, we got on a call with Stuart Ross last night. Quite a few of us were on it, and he really, we came off super empowered to just get out there, and everyone was like, yeah, let's go for it, let's get advertising, let's do this, and he's like, come on, you can do this. And yeah, we came off, didn't we? We were like, because quite often, because we're usually the ones giving the advice and giving the calls, we need motivation sometimes to get us going and getting the sorted. So we came off that call with him last night, and we were like, yeah. The problem is you don't sleep because you're all woo. So it's a good and a bad thing, really. Morning, Norm. Nice to see you.
Morning, guys. How are we?
Good.
Hi, Norman.
Yeah, I was just struggling. I was struggling to get in again this morning. I don't know why.
Oh, you're here now. That's the main thing.
All right, we had a load of kerfuffle with our echo, so it doesn't matter.
We had a load of sound issues at the start, so we haven't long got going, to be honest.
Right. Okay. All right. Oh, fantastic.
So I believe, Des, I didn't see the bottom of your caption yesterday.
No, I had to
You
write
got
it.
another sale, didn't you?
I did get another sale. I had a bit of an experiment. I redid my third video, the one you didn't like with the grey background.
Yeah.
And I changed a lot of the B-roll, and I made all the pictures full screen rather than, cutting corners of my head off and stuff like that. Altered the volumes a little bit and cut it down by about 12 seconds, not a lot, just bits and pieces of phrases I didn't like. And because I'd read somewhere about YouTube advertising that if you've got data in your account, you should always follow, when you first start an ad, always follow Google suggestions. So I did that. I went in at £105 a day on a £15 CPA and immediately got 29 leads within a couple of hours, and a sale, obviously. And it carried on like that. I stopped it at 3 days. It was an experiment. I wasn't intending to keep it going. I couldn't really afford to do that. But funnily enough, my first ad, which was stuck down on a tenner a day, seemed to pick up that same data. And I ended up getting, on the third day, I ended up getting 5 leads. 8 leads, and they cost just over £2 a lead.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
So I'm going to collect all this data. I'm going to write it all down and take a real serious look at it, because it does seem fair what they said about going in at Google suggested rates. It seems to have bolted everything up. Funny enough, video 2 just went completely flat. It just didn't get the impressions. I had 2 clicks costing 15 quid each over the 3 days. I thought, right, so that's getting paused.
Yeah.
But
it's like us this morning. I woke up this morning and I checked ours, and we've got we had 3 conversions, 51 pence each from retargeting. Nice. I was like, brilliant. Scrolled a bit further down, 1 conversion, £15.84. I was like, what?
I know, and you can't fathom it because it's using the same data. Apparently, for every ad you've got, it's using your past data.
I know. It's just, I wish we could get into Google's algorithms and really know how it works, but it's just an absolute minefield.
So it's just a suggestion. I'm not saying anyone should follow that, but it's just something I read saying that if you have data collected, go with what Google suggests for at least the first week.
The only thing is Google will suggest, like for us, Google will suggest we put ours up to like £2,500.
Yeah.
Well, and if you get on Dan's calls, a lot of people, when they share the screens and he goes in, it's like Google suggests you increase your budget to this, and he's like, don't do it if you can't afford to do it. Honestly.
No, I think if you can afford to do it, it's worthwhile. A, the data, and B, the sales.
Yeah. Well, it's failing forward. That's what Stuart Ross was talking about. You've got to fail forward at some point.
Yeah. You've got to try, haven't you? And see what
this is what I'm building up to. This is what I'm building up to.
Yeah.
Des, can I just ask a question?
Far away.
And then we get
you just said to follow YouTube or Google's suggestions based on the data that you've got in there. I don't know what you mean, as I've never done any advertising.
Well,
what does that mean exactly?
Google collects data on your behalf. It's an artificial intelligence, that tells Google where your ads need to show to get you leads. Okay, so if you've got data, which you probably haven't yet, but if you had data, the suggestion I read on one of these web pages was that you follow their suggestions to get you as many leads to collect that data, because it remembers where it gets the cheapest leads, it remembers where it gets the most leads, and it stores it in your account somehow. No one knows how AI works on Google. Nobody, even Google don't know how it works because it's that complicated. But
can I ask a question just to reiterate what being asked? Is it the cookies that you allow?
No,
It's not the cookies. You agree for the cookies and they store data, don't they?
No, they put pixels on these people that come in to see your site or your video, and basically they follow them up to, I think it's 90 days, isn't it, initially?
Oh, you're asking, sorry.
Yeah, yeah, it's up to 90 days. And basically everyone that views your video gets a certain tag. Everyone that clicks onto your web page or your landing page gets a certain tag. And anyone that actually clicks through to become a member, i.e. a lead, that gets a certain tag. And it combines all this. And it's doing this like 1,000 times a second. And supposedly when you put your next ad out, it's already got that data in the bank telling it, well, that area did really well for those sort of people on a similar ad. So the idea is it's a better form of advertising. I don't know if it's the same with TV, but certain ads are very similar to ads that have been on in the past on telly. Yeah. And basically what they're saying is, well, look, that worked last time. Let's just change it a little bit, use a different person, but do the same thing.
That's what Mike Jakes does very well. He just mimics and mirrors his campaign, and he goes up against himself with his own adverts.
Ideal.
Yeah. He does it time and time again, and it works. He gets a lot of traction.
We've done it 2 weeks ago, and similar to you, Des, the first campaign got better.
Yeah.
The new ad that went up against it, which was it was just a mirror of it, just went up against it. Started off really well, but now that's the one that's got the £15 leads, and I'm like, oh God, it's the same. Why is that one doing it at like 2-3 quid? That one's at 15 quid. I'm going to leave it for a few more days, get a little bit more data and see, but it might end up getting paused.
We're doing fresh adverts soon. We're going to start this year off as we're trying to preach to people, if you like, keep doing adverts, keep experimenting.
All this
is what I'm going to do. I'm going to start varying certain parts of the ads, redoing the whole thing till I find something that I really like. Because I don't like most of my ads. I really don't like them personally.
You will when you get one that works. It doesn't matter if you like it.
When it's earned you £1 million, Des, you'll love it.
Yeah.
I will love it.
You'll still hate the ad, but you'll love it. Like Marmite, isn't it?
Can I ask another question? Sorry, it'll be a pain.
Yeah, we'll move to Deej.
When you started out, obviously you put your first ad out. What's the minimum amount of spend you can put on a day? Or is that how it works? You have to put a budget on per day, or is it per week? What's a good place to start? And what does that, how many clicks will you get for that amount of money that you put on? Do you know how much it costs each click?
Well, that question is infinite. That is how long's a piece of string? Because it all depends on your ad, who you're targeting, what you if you're using keywords or subjects or a certain type of audience. It all depends on how good you come across. But as for costing, I mean, it varies. Christian Burr will suggest you start at £1 a day. Whereas
I don't think that works.
No. But Dan will say, and most of them seem to be much the same, £15 on a CPA, which you won't be able to use straight away, Stuart, by the way. You'd have to get some data before you can use CPA, cost per acquisition. You'll probably have to go on something like max conversions to start, so you can build up some data. But CPA, £15 a day and $10 a day, a budget.
But you'll get all this in your training, Stuart. If you go
Yeah.
through Dan's YouTube training in his Scrap the 9 to 5, all this is laid out for you in the training.
All right, brilliant. Thanks very much.
Deej, did you want to jump out there?
Yeah, hello everybody.
Morning, Deej.
Morning.
Yeah, I missed the visionary calls last year when they were talking about the launch, you accelerate new products and stuff. So I'm hoping there's somebody here who I'm hoping it's going to be you guys, who can fill me in on that.
Probably Deej here. It's best because we came through 3 systems previous in a Star Trek era. It's probably best if someone like Coolan or Neil can, because they've just joined the Accelerate program, and Neil is Accelerate with you. So I don't know if you want to pick up first, and then Coolan can go, Neil, and explain to Deej what the difference is of this new program.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. That's what you do.
Yep. Okay. Maybe it's easier if I shared my screen actually.
Yeah, go on, mate. You've got
It's
all
probably easier. I'm
the
trying to
buttons.
describe it all. I just do that. Bear with me.
Deej, are you still sort of under the, well, not the illusion, but the thoughts of it's still, you come in as a mentor and then you go to elite?
I know about the all-in package,
Yeah. Okay.
and the free account and that. Yeah.
So it's the next levels up. It's basically from elite onwards then you want to know about.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Neil, fire away.
You see my screen now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. Right. Yeah. Accelerate. When was it launched? Was it December last year?
Yeah.
Essentially. I think it was December. Can you hear me okay? Because I'm getting a wee bit of an echo now. Bit of interference there.
Not me.
And it's still officially in sort of, if you like, pre-launch mode. And as far as it's officially launched, I think in April.
Yes, April 15th.
But there was a deal end of last year. If you joined, you got essentially another 2 or 3 months, because I think we've got from the 1st of Feb this year, which is obviously just passed, to the 1st of Feb next year. So we've in effect got a few extra months, but that's by the way. But I mean, Accelerate it's part of the Launch U sort of platform they're rolling out, and there's various elements to it. Accelerate was the first one. There's other things like, I think, Collaborate with You coming out, is it?
Yeah.
Which I don't know anything about, but there's other things. But Accelerate really is trying to kind of speed up the process of getting up to speed and getting out there advertising, essentially. So it's quite intensive. They've just finished the affiliate kind of training, which is an 8-week challenge. So every week, essentially, there's a kind of masterclass on some topic, and I can hopefully show you. This is Accelerate, the dashboard, the 8-week challenge. If you can see down the right-hand side here, week 1, ideal customer, week 2, generating quality leads, blah, blah, blah.
We've still
We
got
can't see that on the screen now.
You can't actually see that, no?
No.
Yeah, we're still looking at the first page you shared with us.
Right, that's right. It says it's paused for some reason. Okay. Apologies for that.
So Deej, basically what's happened is Elite is no longer. If you are at the elite level, so anything you've purchased into, you still get. It's like us at Black, we still get all the advantages of being at the Black.
The commissions are still the same.
Yeah, nothing's changed for you, but anyone coming in behind you now, Elite doesn't exist anymore. It's called Accelerate instead.
Yeah, it's got a screen.
So Accelerate
is your new Elite.
Right.
Yeah. Essentially, I should have mentioned that maybe at the start. Apologies for the.
And Accelerate with You
is
the next level up. It's what you would known as the gold. That's the next level up now.
Yeah,
What, like the marketing mastery?
Marketing mastery. Yeah, sorry, gold was us. Marketing mastery was you.
So sorry, that's accelerate with you.
Yeah, and then you'll have collaborate, which is the mastermind experience.
And incubate is platinum.
Oh yeah.
So the platinum and gold, that was before I joined, so that doesn't really mean anything to me.
No.
So Anita, sorry, it's Chris here. I'm an elite member. When do I get access to the Accelerate then?
Come April.
Right.
Yep.
15th of April for all of us, because we can't get in there yet either. Either ourselves.
We can in certain things, but it was going to be the 1st of April. I think Stuart on the call last night pulled it back to the 15th of April.
Yeah.
That was the day the Titanic set sail, by the way.
It does make it quite hard to guide people coming in, though, surely.
Yeah.
So the Launch You, is that what's Launch You?
That's taking over the whole SFM. Instead of 6-figure mentors, it's going to be Launch You.
Yeah, it's the umbrella that you sit under.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know if you can see my screen now.
Yes, we've got it now.
With the weeks down the sides. I don't know why it stopped sharing. It said it was paused for some reason. Maybe I clicked on something accidentally. But you can see this is the kind of, it's more geared up for SFM affiliates, but it's relevant to other things you might be doing as well. But there's 8 weeks basically. You can see this sort of subject matter there if I scroll down.
Yeah.
So every week. So it's very intensive. It gets you up to speed very quickly. It kind of focuses the mind because, you know, after each masterclass, there's a question and answers session as well. So on the Monday is normally the masterclass, and then on the Thursday, there's a question and answers rapid fire session as well. So it's pretty good. But that 8 weeks challenge is finished now. So what they're now doing, and I've not been part of it because I'm trying to concentrate on the affiliate side, there's actually an equivalent 8-week challenge. I think we're maybe in week 2 or 3 now of it, for sort of physical products, e-commerce.
Mm-hmm.
So they'll probably alternate between the 8-week challenge for affiliates, if you like, and then products 8-week challenge, and then they'll probably go back to the affiliate again. So they'll do it in cycles. So essentially you can join any time because you've got access to all the recordings and everything else.
Yeah.
And there's various. My mouse is not working now. I'll use the touchpad here, but there's also various courses and certifications in here as well. I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah.
Come out of that because I could be here forever.
But it's
and
like,
various bits of.
It's on steroids. To what we got when we came in, this is like mega hyped up steroids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's important to bear in mind now as well, any new Accelerate member, they get the IX program in with it as well.
Yeah.
That's
that's a good point. Yeah, exactly. So there's more to it now.
Yeah, because in the past you had to choose one path or the other, didn't you? You had to go with your IX route or your elite route, your affiliate route. Now you don't. When you become an Accelerate, you've got access to the lot.
And the commission structure, that remains the same?
Yes. Yeah. The only difference, Deej, is you actually get second tiers as well now. So that if with us, if any of you guys sell one of these, an elite, or well, it's not elite anymore. If any of you guys sell an Accelerate, in the past when it was elite, we would not get second tier off your member, but now we do. So as soon as you get an Accelerate sale, I think we get, is it $150?
Yeah.
We'll get $150 as a second tier through you.
Indeed, you get $1,000.
And indeed, you'd get your 1,000 still, your commission.
Right. But if I've not got the partnership status because I didn't do the marketing mastery, so I'm guessing I still don't get tier 2.
You can if it's grandfathered, Deej. If you go back to them and negotiate with them, if and whenever you're ready to go up, you can actually grandfather the whole deal to become a partner still. Just bear that in mind.
Yeah, okay.
Because there's always a discount window with everything they're doing.
They've
Yeah, I
always
can't-
done a
guess that.
discount offer, maybe twice a year,
Yeah.
but we never know when it's going to be. So if you're looking at going, try and hang back until you know when there's a discount window and get in the window then, and then you can go.
But if one of your things is to go second tier sales deeds, and obviously to become a partner in the company, that is everything, because
Yeah.
it will accelerate your sales away. You
Does
know,
make a huge difference.
once you've got winning adverts, it would be a shame if people weren't in the partnership program, quite frankly, because that's where the difference is.
Yeah, I need to pay for it by getting some sales first, though.
Yeah. Just sell a kidney. That's what I did last year.
I never thought of that.
Yeah, there you go. There's always ways, Deej. Sell your wife.
Okay, well that throws more light on it. So just to confirm, the Launch You is a new umbrella which replaces SFM.
Yeah.
Or Mentors All In sort of
Yeah.
thing. Accelerate is replacing Elite and IX, and it includes both of them.
Yeah.
And Accelerate with You is the new sort of marketing mastery level.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. What's the one above that? Is there one above that? Still?
Incubate.
Incubate with You, isn't it called, or something like that? Or is it just Incubate?
Incubate, it's called now. And that's replacing
Platinum.
No, it's not Platinum. No, what's the third?
Brand Incubator.
Brand Incubator. And then Collaborate is replacing Mastermind Experience.
Collaborate. Okay.
Yeah. But apparently, we can't say anything yet.
No,
but there's some major stuff happening at the Collaborate level, which when it comes into fruition, it's going to be amazing. But we're not allowed to say anything yet.
And the app is being launched next month as well, which should help with the Mentors platform. So if you've got anything to sell and you've not done your profile yet in Mentors, get your profiles done in Mentors, and then you're going to get found with your courses you've got, like say, for example, with Terry with his Wim Hof. If that's all set up and Terry's going for it big time with Wim Hof, then, you know, you can monetize your passions through your mentors.com profile, which is basically what Stuart wants everyone to do, basically.
Yeah.
It's going to be a massive vehicle, that not just affiliate sales or IX, it's going to be huge.
Sorry, can I just ask, how does that help? You say for selling your own courses?
Because you couldn't in the past, Stuart, do, what do they call it? Self-promote your own other interests and passions, but you can now when it all kicks off in April. So like say for health people or
SFM members, is it?
Yeah, SFM members, and you go in there, and if you've got a course on fitness, say for example, you want to combine the two of affiliate sales for SFM and your fitness program, they're now allowing you to do that within the mentors.com. So long as you've got your profile, so long as you've got your products for sale, your coaching courses, whatever, they're allowing you to do that now. So that's going to be huge.
Could I just ask as well, you said something about the partnership. I didn't understand what that was.
Okay. Neil, do you want to just stop sharing your screen for a sec so we can see?
Yeah, sorry about that. My mouse has gone a bit crazy and I can't actually.
Yeah, cheers for doing that, Neil. Thanks, mate.
Sorry, it was a wee bit disjointed in the end. Okay.
No, it's fine. That's brilliant, mate.
It gave us a clear picture of the 8-week challenge. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what were you saying, Stuart, about the
I was just asking, yeah, you mentioned about partnership. I'm kind of in the same position as Deej. I'm an elite member until July, and obviously at the moment with no sales, I'm not going to pay to join either Accelerate or whatever the next one, the equivalent will be, unless I make some sales. But you mentioned something about, I understand what tier 2 commissions are. So that would be when I sign somebody up, when they sign somebody up, I get a commission off of their commission. That's what you mean by tier 2, right?
Yeah.
But you mentioned something about if you haven't, or if you get the partnership or something like that. I didn't understand what that meant.
Yeah, it's the top level commission basically, Stuart. So if you sign in as a partner, when you've got the discount window available to you, you get like 40% commissions. If you don't sign in on that partnership, it drops to something like 10%, which is still like a big
top level though.
The top level, yeah.
which is the collaborate. So it doesn't matter. That's right up at the top at the moment.
Okay, that's like the equivalent of the, what was it, the masterminding, yeah? Is that the partnership?
Experience, yeah.
Marketing mastery is a partnership level though, isn't it?
Everything is partnership level, and then when you keep getting your discount window to go up, so long as you're still in that window, or you negotiate outside your window, you can still get your partnership level.
Right.
It's all about negotiation, Stuart. So if you start getting sales in and then you do want to pop up, honestly, SFM, we have found, and plenty of our members have found, if they go in and really negotiate with them, and because they want you to go up through the ranks, because it's better for them as well as a company. So they're not just going to say, no, you didn't upgrade. We're not meant to be saying, oh, you know, it's that, you know, you should go up in your discount window. At some point, they will do these odd discounts for you where you'll be able to do it. And if you're ready by then and you've had some sales in, then you can jump and do it and get the discount. But we've had members just go and negotiate and get the discount. And we're not meant to push it.
Yeah, you don't have to keep paying for your elite membership either if you don't want to.
I was just going to say that.
You touch on that.
Yeah, so Stuart, when you come to your renewal in, was it June, July, you said? You don't have to renew that membership. All it means is some people do, they'll pay that money again. I think you usually get it discounted to 1,000 or something. You don't have to renew it, because the only reason you're renewing it is if you want access to all the coaches. If you don't need those coaches, you don't need to renew. It doesn't affect your commissions. You're in as an elite member. Nothing changes for you other than by not renewing, you can't go on those one-to-ones with the coaches.
It's basically because your first year of being in, you've probably used your coaches by then, so you shouldn't need them. So you don't need to pay perpetually for your elite membership, because that's where you can waste a lot of your money, basically, if you're just thinking, I'll stay at elite and I'll keep paying for the coaches. You shouldn't really, by rights, need them after a year.
Yeah. I'm not sure though. I'm not sure if you still get access to all the elite trainings and everything as well.
You won't need it though, Stuart, because you'll be at the next level. And if you don't need,
he's taught in June, July.
Well, that's fine.
It comes down to you. It's your, you know, it's your intuition. If you think you need access to the curriculums and all, you know, then the trainings, then obviously look at renewing. But get clear. Ask support. If you don't renew it, what actually do you get? Because you've paid for that curriculum training. So is it still, do you still have your access to it? Is it just the live webinars you can't go on? Just get clear on that, because they might give you access because you've paid for the training. It might just be the live coaching calls that you don't have access to.
But you shouldn't need them if you do Dan Holloway's training, you get involved with other groups. You shouldn't need all that training, basically. Because if you do 5 years of elite and that's where the level you stay, you could have gone to gold.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. But if you get yourself on these training webinars, if you get, say, on Dan's calls, I mean, Dan does a call every Tuesday night at 6 p.m. And I used to get on I never missed a call of Dan's. And he really got us shifting through with the business because he's so spot on. He knows so much information and he really got our business shifting in the right direction. And I learned more from him than I did going through trainings and curriculums, and because you're live with him, you're on the calls, you're listening to other people who are hitting problems with their campaigns, you pick up from them, you get snippets, and then you go and correct stuff that you've done. I think there's nothing better than being on a live webinar. And Dan, just, yeah, I always say to everyone, get on Dan's calls.
It's a one-stop shop, isn't he, basically?
He is, yeah. Yeah.
Great, thanks.
Or you can just hit Norbert up and just hassle Norbert to death.
I mean, just one thing to add. I think if you don't renew your elite or IX, you don't have access to the trainings, because since I've been here nearly 3 years and I renewed twice. And when I think my first was when we joined back in 2018, same as you guys. I went elite, of course, and all the way to black. And then 2019, I renew my elite again. But before I couldn't access the content, you know, the elite workshops
Yeah.
And the coaches, you could not access any of that if until you renew it. So you have to renew in like in order if you want to access your coaches and your trainings. Yeah, but you don't have to if you don't want to, like, obviously.
Right.
Yeah, nice one, Norbert.
So Stuart, yeah, just double check then in case, like Norbert said there, he didn't have access to it. So just double check with support that if you don't renew, will you have access to anything on that elite curriculum, and see what they come up with. Because I know the first year we went up to black within a few months. And the following year, we didn't know any better. We renewed our elite, but we'd never been on any of the coaching calls ever.
And there wasn't a discount window then either.
And we never ever went on anything after that either.
No.
We just didn't do it because I just got stuck into Dan, and I thought, well, I'm at the level with Dan. I'm doing all the training with Dan. I thought that's all I need because he's given me so much more than me sitting and you know, and going. And I'm more a visual person, so I've got someone sharing a screen, actually going through stuff with me rather than me sitting reading. I learn quicker. So we never used the elite. So the following year, then we didn't renew it again. But when you get in leadership level, when you get to leadership, where do you get your elite access?
Leader 2, you get that through.
Okay, yeah. When you become leader 2, which is 25 full-time members of your own, you get the elite curriculum back. So you can go back into it if you want to, as a bonus.
Okay, that's right.
Yeah.
Thanks.
They give you little perks the higher up the leadership board you go.
Okay.
To entice you.
I think leader 4, you get to go on Stuart's yacht in Dubai. That's what I heard, Norbert, wasn't it? He's going to get us over there.
Yeah, and then they will fly with first class. So
exactly.
Yeah. So what time are we on? I'm cautious of time. Whoa, 1 minute to go.
One last question.
Can I ask, is my mic okay now, guys?
What?
Yeah. I can hear you, Terry.
Is everything back to normal?
You're a right troublemaker, you.
Oh, I tell you, I've sent you a text, Des, if I can have a chat later just about what you've been doing with your mic, because it might be the mic, I don't know.
It could be your system as well. Your sound depends what sound card's inside your computer.
Yeah.
But most sound card companies are offering updates because Windows 10 keeps updating and causes hassle.
Right. Well, let's speak later then. If you got 5 minutes, mate, it'd be nice.
Okay.
So taking up the webinar for these guys. So thank you.
No worries.
Anyone got any more wins? Quickly share.
Well, I was actually hoping that Karen was going to be here. It's her birthday.
It's a birthday.
It's a birthday today. Hopefully she might be on the In Focus call, Des. We can sing happy birthday to her.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we wish Karen a happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Karen.
Happy birthday, Karen.
Hey, Karen.
Happy birthday.
She's normally here with us, isn't she? Yeah. Never mind.
She's filling her face full of cake like last time.
Right, so yes, from now on these calls will be for an hour, so 9:30 till 10:30, just while we're doing the In Focus call. So anybody wants to join us, we're going over into the In Focus group, into the tribe.
About half an hour.
11 o'clock today. Don't feel you have to come. We're talking about how to transition from being an employee over to an entrepreneur and what it takes. And we're just going to try and open the floor up and get everyone chatting because there's so many people stuck and don't know what to do. And
we're trying to make it interactive so we're not speaking at people. So hopefully that's the way it's going to go organically. If it doesn't, it's all Nita's fault.
Yeah. I've got a few notes in case.
I'll be there to laugh at you. Don't worry.
That's all right. Well,
We see you.
I'll be there as well.
Just throw you some difficult questions at you. Something awkward.
Just sort your bloody mic out, Terry.
Yeah. I might connect it back up just for your session.
Yeah.
You give me palpitation. I was like, oh my god, of all
Yeah. Yeah, do go because you really don't want to be square, eh, Steve?
Yeah, exactly. All the old ones are the best, Des, aren't they? All the old sayings. There'll be more up my sleeve. Don't you worry, mate.
We'll be watching you.
Be there or be square.
Yeah.
Any questions? Reach out in Facebook. reach out to each other, just learn, do, share, help
Yeah.
one another as much as you can.
Des has
And,
stole me line there. I was going to finish on that line.
we'll see you next. We'll see you in half an hour or next week.
See you later.
See you guys.
See ya.
Cheers. All right.
Thanks, guys. See ya.
Bye.